Hello, YouTubians. How you guys doing today? It is me, zannderx, the loveliest man in your life. I'm here today for you to look at, touch, and breathe on. I love it when you guys breathe on me. I'm just joking. But thanks for coming by, guys. You guys are like the greatest in the world. I love it when you guys come watch my videos. First things, I know there's been a sub box problem because I've been posting videos on my normal time and then I don't get any views till a couple days later. And I'm pretty sure the sub boxes aren't working, but that's always been a problem. They do an update and they never put in the sub boxes correctly. So like even for major YouTubers, well, theirs is going through, like White Boy 7 Street is going through, Novas are going through sometimes. My favorite commentator, because he's just awesome, is Overflow, and I have to go to his channel to even see his. So I don't know, the sub boxes are having a problem again. They must have updated something like small that no one can notice, and it messed up the sub boxes again. So hopefully they can fix the sub boxes so I can start getting my videos out there again, because I'm getting 0 views. If you guys are watching these videos, please leave a like down there. It helps me out a lot, and try to share the video with your friends, because it does help my channel out a lot when you guys watch them, because it allows more people to see my videos, and you guys find them enjoying, I find them enjoying. Let's share it with the world. But anyways, other things coming up. Let's see here. I totally lost my train of thought again. What is there to talk about? Oh, okay. The Naval Yard. If you guys saw on Washington, D.C., there was another shooting. Well, there was a shooting at the Naval Yard in Washington, D.C. So far, all I've gotten, it was a one-man shooter. I'm not sure if it's a two-man shooter. All I've gotten is just one. I've heard of 2 shooters, but for me, it hasn't even been, the 2 shooters haven't been confirmed. So I only know of one, and I think that I think it's sad that Washington, D.C. is one of the states that have one of the strictest gun laws in the world. Basically, the gun laws there are really hard. The gun laws there are really hard to get around. Like they have age limits. They have, I think they're on the same thing as California. It's like a 3-day or 30-day waiting period, and those gun laws don't stop people who are angry and mad. This man was supposedly, as far as I've heard, is 50 years old. I'm sorry, a 50-year-old is definitely old enough to own a gun, and it's obviously was not that hard for him to get a gun if he already had one for a while, and go into this place where there's people that are unarmed. Now, you have to remember, it was on a military base, and you're like, how are they unarmed? Well, when Clinton became president, he had actually made it and passed a bill or a law. I'm not sure. I have to look into it. I'll let you guys know from later on. But he passed a bill or a law that says no military personnel outside of the military police may hold weapons on a military base. So there were basically a bunch of military personnel yesterday that had to go to work and could not defend themselves when this man, or multiple shooters, the rumors are multiple shooters, but they've only confirmed one, comes in this place at 8:30 in the morning and starts shooting people. They couldn't defend themselves. That's even military personnel, and they didn't have weapons on the base because they're not allowed to carry weapons on the base because of safety. If you can't trust your military in a controlled environment on a military base holding weapons, how are you, like, that's just like first step. Like, you have to trust your military. They're definitely trained. Maybe not the Army, because the Army's not as trained. They shoot each other all the time. That's a joke. But that's actual fact. More Army people shoot themselves than anyone else. But the thing is, it's just, I don't get how you can't trust the military. We go through training to prevent each other from being shot. We go through tireless days and nights where we have to repeat the same thing over and over again with our weapons. So I don't get it why people can't trust us. And then if you can't trust your military, how are you going to trust your civilians? It is your natural rights. It's called natural rights. It's your natural rights to be a human, and it's natural rights to your pursuit to happiness. And if your pursuit to happiness needs to be protected, that's why we have a military. They're supposed to protect your rights, and that's why we're allowed to have weapons. It's in the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, for the reason if our government becomes too powerful and they start to rule our lives like they did before our Revolutionary War, then we have the right to stand against them and redo the government. Like, not redo the government, because why would we? It lasted 250 plus years, 230. I forget how old the United States is, but it lasted this long, so they didn't get anything wrong. They did a great job of writing the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, and we should stick by it. We shouldn't change anything about it. This country is great, and if people hate us, doesn't mean we should change what we believe in and what we do just because a group of people don't like us. A lot of people aren't going to like us because of our freedoms. Our freedoms are our freedoms are very high, and we have great freedoms, and there's a lot of people in the world that don't have these. See you guys later. Peace. Okay, I didn't mean to cut the video off short. I wasn't realize what was going on, and I added a new video, added a video to it to finish this off. But not a lot of countries have the freedoms we have. There are a few countries that are freedoms of speech, they have freedoms of speech and stuff like that, which are greater than ours. Like, their freedom of speech, you can literally stand in the middle of the road and say, "I hate the king, the queen," and there's nothing they could do about it. But us, we're not allowed to do those kind of things. Our freedoms of speeches are restricted, our gun laws are restricted towards the states and stuff like that. But there are countries out there that don't have these things, and we need to protect them. We need to keep an eye out and make sure our government doesn't think that they have the power to rule over us all, and they don't have the power to rule us over all, even though they'll make it seem like we're still in power. But you have to start, if you are out of high school, take a government class, I don't know, get a government college book and read it and try to understand it, because the things that are happening around us are going against the Constitution. And a lot of people don't realize that, because they just see the Constitution as freedom of speech, religion, and other things. But there are a lot of other speech, religion, gun, pursuit to happiness, which it is true. Those are the core. Our first two amendments are our most important amendments. They are the ones that should never be taken from us, because they are the foundation of the United States. And those are things that I'm afraid they're going to disappear, and it's been proven through history. Every time we lose a little bit more of our freedoms is when we're in a time of war. Sometimes a time of war is needed, but we don't need to sacrifice our freedoms just because we've been in war for 10 or 11 years. When we initially sacrifice something, that's it. We don't need to change other things just because you're afraid that, right now they're trying to take away gun laws. It's because they're afraid that the government is afraid of its people, and that's true. They should be afraid of their people. Every government should be afraid of their people, and they should fear no one else but us, because we have the power to overthrow them. We have the power to get rid of them, because we are the United States. The government is not the United States. We are. And they're trying to take our guns away from us. Well, not physically. They're not saying you can't own a gun, but what they're doing is they're restricting the laws on what kind of guns. And I'm sorry, there's no difference between a hunting rifle and an assault rifle. The only difference is cosmetic, and some people need to research that, the ones that support those things, that don't know those things, when I have these kind of conversations with them. But I loved making this video for you guys. Thanks for coming by. If you have any comments or questions about what I think about what's going on in the world, just leave it down below in the comments down there underneath this video right there. Right there. You're gonna just leave a comment down there, and I will read that comments, and I will answer them to the best of my abilities. So thanks for coming by. I love you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a little like, subscribe if you haven't been subscribed. See you guys later. Peace out.